DC, creator and host of Barside Jive. Welcome to my daily dose of rock music history. Today is Wednesday, October 30th, 2019, and you guys are witnessing my Carnival of Love Tour, Day 20. And speaking of my Carnival of Love Tour, Brad Jensen, legendary artist, has created DC's Carnival of Love Tour hoodies. That's right, we've got hoodies and tees. DC's Barside Jive on the front and the Carnival of Love Tour on the back. These badass hoodies are $50. The tees are $25, guys. Double-sided, handcrafted right here in Texas, United States of America. Not in China, not in Vietnam, not even in Korea, right here in Texas. So get you a hoodie. Let me know if you want one. Limited edition just during this tour. When this tour expires, they're all gone, guys. So let us know if you want one. If you want one. All right, so much for the commercials. Now I'm coming at you live worldwide and studio side from 1523 Dragon Street. Yeah, heart of the Design District. And I want you guys to make sure you hang around because I'm like going to tell you what you get when you cross a school teacher and a lawyer, okay? But it comes at the very end, so you got to stand by. Now, let's go ahead and start talking some rock and roll. How about it? Flashback.
The Time Tunnel.
This is a red alert. Red alert. All time tunnel personnel report to their stations on the double. Red alert. Red alert. 14, 13.
The MC5 record live tracks for their upcoming album at the Grand Ballroom in Detroit, Michigan on this day, 1968. The lyrics of the stage version of the single, Kick Out the Jams, are changed from Kick Out the Jams, Brothers and Sisters to
Kick out the jams, motherfucker! Yes! I gotta kick 'em out. Come on, it's alright. Yes, man.
causing quite a stir among both teens and parents. Go figure. MC5 is on the potential inductee list for the class of 2020 inductees to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So go to rockhall.com and vote you some MC5. Well, while you're there, just go ahead and vote you some T-Rex, because that's kind of my fave. But anyway, on this day back in 1970, Black Sabbath made their U.S. debut at a quite appropriate moment, but in a decidedly surprising setting. That first show, held on the day before Halloween, took place at New Jersey's Glassboro State College, which had earlier played host to far more sedate events, including the likes of poet Robert Frost and the Boston Pops. I bet Black Sabbath shook the rafters. Okay, Elton John released his third album, Tumbleweed Connection, on this day in 1970, just as Your Song from his earlier self-titled LP made its way into the top 10. Tumbleweed Connection found John and English lyricist, poet, and singer Bernie Taupin, who has written the lyrics for most of John's songs, exploring themes focused on the American West. How about some Doors, right? Jim Morrison and The Doors performed one of the most talked about concerts in the history of rock music on March 1, 1969 at the Dinner Key Auditorium in Miami, Florida, where he allegedly exposed himself to the crowd. Almost 18 months later, Morrison was in court fighting back against charges of indecency. And on this day in 1970, he was formally sentenced by the court for the act. The case would still be on appeal when Morrison died on July 3rd, 1971. Bob Dylan began his Rolling Thunder Revue shows on this day in 1975. The Rolling Thunder Revue, for those that don't know, was a 1975 to 1976 concert tour by American singer-songwriter Bob Dylan with numerous musicians and previous collaborators. The purpose of the tour was to allow Dylan, who had now become a major recording artist and concert performer, to play in smaller auditoriums in less populated cities where he could be more intimate with his audiences. Some of the performers on the tour were Joan Baez, Roger McGuinn, Joni Mitchell, Renee Blakely, and Ramblin' Jack Elliott. Bob Newirth assembled the backing musicians from the Desire sessions, including violinist Scarlett Rivera, bassist Rob Stoner, and drummer Howie Wythe. The tour included 57 concerts in two legs, the first in the American Northeast and Canada in the fall of 1975, and the second in the American South and Southwest in the spring of 1976. The release of Desire in January 76 fell between the two legs of the tour, with many of the songs performed in the first leg taken from that yet-to-be released album. The tour was thoroughly documented through film, sound recording, and in print. A documentary about the tour directed by Martin Scorsese, what a great director, titled Rolling Thunder Revue, a Bob Dylan story by Martin Scorsese, was released by Netflix and in select theaters in June of 2019. After 8 years of marriage, Mick and Bianca Jagger are granted a divorce on this day in 1979. The union produced one daughter, Jade, but Bianca said later that, well, my marriage ended on my wedding day. A burned-out Pat Benatar issued the aptly titled Seven the Hard Way after rushing through a string of 6 previous Smash releases between 1979 and 1984. Seven the Hard Way is Pat Benatar's 6th studio album and her 7th album overall, released on this day in 1985. It debuted on the U.S. Billboard 200 album chart the week of December 14th and peaked at number 26, producing the hits Invincible, Sex as a Weapon, and La Belle Age. The album sold approximately 600,000 in the U.S. and was certified gold. The Grammy-nominated single Invincible was produced by Mike Chapman and recorded for the soundtrack of the Matthew Robbins movie, The Legend of Billie Jean, which, although doing poorly at the box office, became a cult classic to MTV fans in general. The song became a hit single, was included in the album despite its musical style being quite different from Benatar's at the time and more reminiscent of her earlier efforts. Benatar often commented at concerts before performing the song that, and I quote, "That is from one of the worst movies ever made." Close quote. U2's All That You Can't Leave Behind marked a return to form musically. All That You Can't Leave Behind is the 10th studio album by Irish rock band U2. It was produced by Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois and was released on this day in 2000 through Island Records and Intersecto Records. Following the mixed reception to their 1997 album Pop, All That You Can't Leave Behind represented a return to a more mainstream sound for the band after they experimented with alternative rock and dance music in the 90s. At the time of the album's release, U2 said on several occasions that they were reapplying for the job of the best band in the world. U2 brought back Eno and Lanois, who had produced 3 of the band's previous albums. The album was originally named U2000, which had been a working title for their pop art tour. All That You Can't Leave Behind received favorable reviews from critics. Who cares what the critics say? God, they're meaningless. Anyway, and sold over 12 million copies. The songs Beautiful Day, and I love that song, Walk On, Elevation, and Stuck in a Movement. No, guys, it's Moment. Stuck in a Moment you can't get out of. Stuck in a Movement. Anyway, we're all successful singles. My opportunity for a little levity just fell south. Okay, the record and its songs won 7 Grammy Awards. That's pretty significant. It's the only album in history, right? In history to have multiple tracks to win the Grammy Award for Record of the Year. Beautiful Day in 2001 and Walk On in 2002. In 2003, the album was ranked number 139 on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time, but it was re-ranked at number 280 in 2012. The supporting Elevation tour, on which the band returned to playing arenas with a more intimate stage design, was also a critical and commercial success. I got one more for you. Ready? Yoko Ono, Iro, told the Associated Press on this day in 2013 that she was very thankful to Paul McCartney for telling Rolling Stone magazine that he had moved past his grudge against her. And I quote, "I never felt too bad about Paul. He was my husband's partner and they did a great job and all that. They seemed to have a lot of fun and I respected that." Close quote. Whatever, Yoko. Anyway, happy birthday to Grace Slick, born Grace Barnett Wing Slick on this day, 1939. Could that be possible? Is most widely known in rock and roll history for her role in San Francisco's burgeoning psychedelic music scene in the mid-60s. Her music career spanned 4 decades. She performed with the Great Society, Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and then just plain old Starship. She also had a sporadic solo career. Slick provided vocals on a number of well-known songs, including Somebody to Love, White Rabbit, We Built This City, and Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, all great tunes. So happy birthday, Grace. I believe she's 80. And happy birthday to Timothy B. Schmidt, born on this day, 1947. He has performed as the bassist and vocalist for Poco and the Eagles, having replaced bassist and vocalist Randy Meisner in both cases. Schmidt has also worked for decades as a session musician and a solo artist. In 1998, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Eagles. Well, guys, that wraps my rock history lesson today. Dry those eyes, because there is more coming from me to you very soon, like tomorrow, but that's not soon enough. Halloween Day. And every day as we get my big ass book of rock history out, blow off that cover and peel back those pages as I get ready to deliver more of the past of the rock legends on my daily dose of rock music history. If you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, it's easy. Just go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live, and look in the Daily Dose playlist for more rock music history. And hey, while you're there, how about showing a little love and just click that big ass red subscribe button, right? All it does is like alert you when I post something new.
This is a red alert. Red alert. All time tunnel personnel report to their stations on the double. Red alert. Red alert.
And it just allows you to join our little YouTube community there, so just do it. Also, I cover rock news and history during my weekly Tuesday and Thursday shows at the Vocal Media Studios in North Dallas. And I hope you guys caught my show last night. I had Texas' own Rodney Smith. He does a pretty cool Dwight Yoakam tribute called Local Yoakam. We had a great time with Rodney on the show, and I hope you guys, if you haven't seen it, you will check it out. It'll be posted soon on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. Back to my shows. Both those Tuesday and Thursday shows are 60 minutes in length and are packed full of music, including nationally touring singer-songwriters, as well as some of the very best tribute and cover bands in the country during my live music showcase. As well as I bring you my Tipsy Gypsy Bree Akers. She brings tips and drinks from behind the bar. And then I have my Art Jive Live segment. It's all about visual art, guys, and I feature artist Brad Jensen and other creatives. So join us at vocalnow.com. And remember, vocal is spelled with a K. Once you get to vocalnow.com, just click on the Barside Jive image. It's right next to the zoo, and you can see either show, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard on Tuesday or Thursday evenings. Hope you guys enjoy my show tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. vocalnow.com. I've got a pretty freaking awesome two good guys coming up. So I want you to watch tomorrow night, and we'll have a lot of fun because it's going to be Halloween, right? We got to have fun on Halloween. I want to thank you guys seriously for all your loves, likes, shares, and comments. That stuff is like oxygen to my soul. And so please let me know that you're there, okay? And be sure to check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Barside Jive Live, my Instagram at Barside Jive, my website, barsidejive.com, and of course my YouTube channel, which I'll mention one more time because it's just that important, youtube.com/Barside Jive Live. I do appreciate you hanging out with me, all of you, today during my daily dose. And as always, remember to drink responsibly and don't drink or text and drive. Guys, don't forget my new Wednesday show at the Hip and Hippie Pop-Up Artist Collective at 1523 Dragon Street in the heart of the Design District here in Dallas. The doors open every Wednesday at 4 p.m. and my show kicks off at 7. Got a great guest tonight. Emmy Lawler will be in the house, and she'll be here to chat with me and entertain us, and we're looking forward to having her. Also, I've got a new weekly show downtown Louisville. Starts this Friday, 6 p.m. at the new home of the Sloan and Williams Winery and Outlaw Cider Company. Looking forward to doing that. This is grand opening weekend, so I hope to see you guys out there around 6 o'clock this coming Friday. Rain or shine, we will be there, either inside or on the patio. If you can't make it out on Friday, just watch us on Facebook because we'll be live. Guys, you can always support our content here, support our daily dose. All you got to do is go to paypal.me PayPal.me/Barside Jive Live. Oh, and my sneak peek for tomorrow night, guys. Halloween night, and I've got a lawyer and a school teacher, and they're coming in the form of Mason Adams Project, guys. Tomorrow night, school teacher and a lawyer. So can't wait to have them in the studio. It's going to be a lot of fun because it is Halloween. And hope you guys will check us out tomorrow night at 7:30. Guys, be a hero in someone's life every day. And in the meantime, be sure to watch us tonight right here on Facebook, 7 p.m. Until then, peace, love, and rock and roll, guys. I will see you very soon. Thanks for watching.
I'm thinking of you too. I'm thinking of
Is you ready, Ski Cat?
What's up, Doc?
Here's Johnny.
Have mercy.
If you guys did experience some head, neck, or back tingles during this show and have an overwhelming sense of a deep, relaxing feeling, be advised that my content now does contain ASMR.
This isn't just a word from the sponsor, it's simply a very good suggestion. It stands for real refreshment.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.
You are feeling the tingles. Calling these kinds of whispers inaudible whispers, inaudible whispers.
This is the best time to put the lotion on the skin.
tasty brains I've ever had.